Alex Porter was not born with a silver spoon. His early life unfolded in a modest terraced house, nestled in a forgotten corner of northern England. The town was once vibrant with industry, but now, it was quiet, a place many young people aimed to leave. Alex's parents worked hard, holding down jobs at the local factory and the small supermarket. They instilled in him a strong sense of diligence and taught him the value of every single penny earned through honest labor. His childhood was simple, filled with simple pleasures. He spent hours exploring the old, disused railway lines, imagining them leading to grand, exciting futures. He wasn't the top student in his class and didn't always bring home glowing reports from school. However, Alex possessed a keen observational skill, noticing things others often overlooked. He had a quiet curiosity about how things worked, extending from an old radio to the local economy itself. He saw the struggles around him, businesses closing, friends' parents worrying about the future. These observations didn't make him despair. Instead, they planted a seed of determination. He felt a growing urge to understand the systems and find ways to make things better, not just for himself, but for his community. This desire was not loud or boastful. It was a quiet, persistent hum beneath his everyday activities. His early environment, though lacking in material wealth, offered something else, a clear view of real-world problems, and a landscape where resilience was a daily necessity. The community was close-knit, and people helped each other because they had to. This background shaped Alex, making him resourceful and appreciative of practical solutions. It was here in this unassuming setting that the foundations of an extraordinary journey were unknowingly laid. These were the quiet beginnings of a future nobody could have predicted. Alex's path towards his ambitious goals was far from smooth. It was a journey littered with significant obstacles. His first challenge was a profound lack of capital. He had brilliant ideas, sketched out in countless notebooks. Yet turning these ideas into reality required money, something his family simply did not have. He approached local banks with his initial business plans, but was met with polite but firm rejections. He was young, unproven, and from a place not known for innovation. The skepticism he faced was another formidable barrier. Many people in his town, even those who wished him well, found his dreams too large. They advised him to pursue a more conventional, safer career path. Get a trade, Alex, they would say, something steady. This constant stream of doubt could have easily extinguished his spark. He often felt isolated in his convictions, having to learn to trust his own vision, especially when there was no external validation. Early ventures met with disheartening failures. His first attempt at a small online service sputtered out within months, costing him what little savings he had managed to scrape together. Another idea, a local community app, failed to gain traction. Each failure was a painful lesson, bringing moments of deep self-doubt. He questioned whether he truly had what it takes. The temptation to give up, to settle for less, was immense. He had to find strength within himself to continue. The personal sacrifices were also immense during these formative years. He worked multiple part-time jobs to fund his projects, lived incredibly frugally, often skipping meals. His social life was virtually non-existent. While his peers were enjoying their youth, Alex was hunched over his computer, learning, coding, and planning late into the night. The loneliness of this relentless pursuit was a heavy burden, a test of his endurance and his unwavering belief in a distant, uncertain outcome. The turning point for Alex did not arrive as a sudden lightning bolt. It was more like the culmination of persistent observation and relentless tinkering. He had spent countless hours, his 10,000 hours perhaps, immersed in the world of data. He was fascinated by how information flowed and intrigued by how it could be used more efficiently. He noticed a growing problem. Companies were collecting vast amounts of data but struggled to make sense of it quickly and effectively. This was the gap he would eventually fill. One late evening, while working on a freelance data analysis project, the core idea began to crystallize. He was frustrated with the cumbersome tools available and saw a need for a platform that was intuitive, incredibly fast, and made complex data accessible to non-experts. It wasn't just about better analytics, it was about democratizing data insights. He envisioned a system that could learn and adapt, providing actionable intelligence in real time. This was the spark. He began to develop a new type of algorithm based on a unique approach to machine learning he'd been experimenting with. This algorithm could process and interpret data at unprecedented speeds and identify patterns that existing systems missed. He built a rudimentary prototype and tested it with a small local business. The results were astonishing. The business owner was able to make decisions that dramatically improved their efficiency. This was Alex's first real taste of success, providing crucial validation and giving him the confidence to pursue his vision with renewed vigor. He realized he was onto something truly transformative, not just a minor improvement on existing technology, but a paradigm shift. The world was on the cusp of a data explosion, and Alex, through years of quiet dedication and unique insight, found himself perfectly positioned. He was in the right place, at the right time, with precisely the right solution. The tide was beginning to turn. With his breakthrough algorithm, Alex founded Veritas Analytics. His strategy was clear. He focused on simplicity and power, wanting his software to be usable by anyone without requiring a team of data scientists. He targeted small and medium-sized enterprises often overlooked by larger tech companies, offering them a tool that could level the playing field. His timing was impeccable. Businesses were desperate for such solutions, creating immense demand. He meticulously built a team, seeking out individuals who shared his passion and vision. He looked for people who were not just skilled but resilient and adaptable. He fostered a culture of innovation and collaboration, understanding he couldn't do it all alone. His early experiences with isolation taught him the value of a strong support system. This team became the engine driving Veritas Analytics forward, refining the product and expanding its reach globally. The growth was explosive. Within 18 months, Veritas Analytics was the go-to platform for data intelligence. Major corporations began to take notice, and investment offers poured in. Alex remained focused, prioritizing sustainable growth and product development, reinvesting profits back into the company. Then came the day a tech giant made an offer, valuing Veritas Analytics in the billions. Alex, the young man from the quiet town, became an overnight billionaire. His life changed profoundly. The material comforts were undeniable, but the wealth also brought immense responsibility. He established a foundation focused on education and opportunities in underserved communities like his own. He never forgot his roots. His journey offers powerful lessons. Success is often born from consistent effort and keen observation. Obstacles are inevitable, but resilience determines the outcome. And sometimes the most significant opportunities lie in solving problems others have overlooked. His story shows that with vision and grit, the extraordinary is truly possible.